Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Before you dive into this, I just realized while editing this, there's zero context to what's going on. So this conversation happened during a live stream where we were doing October called exclusively for members. We were just kind of having a fun time during that live stream, and during breaks in between episodes, we just kind of talked. And this is one of the conversations that came up. People were asking questions in the chat about Halloween, and we just kind of went on. So this conversation is very relaxed. It's literally just two friends talking to each other about a movie passionately. And that's all it is. And basically just talking about some of our thoughts concerning the rumors surrounding the flashback scene and what Anthony Michael Hall's character will play with Tommy Doyle and Kyle Richards, and like how these characters will come together, and just some of the concerns that we may have for the film, and or just how it's really possible. Okay, so like I said, this is just two guys that are passionate about these films, just talking. That's all it is. It's just friends talking, and you'll hear sometimes when we kind of engage with the live chat. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. So yeah, it was us hanging out with our members, and that was really about it. And I thought it was an interesting conversation that I think I would like to hear your thoughts on as well, and kind of see if you are thinking the same route as us or completely differently. That's about it. But just thought I should give you some context. But yeah, with that out of the way, please enjoy this little mini podcast.
None at all. Well, I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis is done.
Yeah.
Wonder if Judy Greer's on set.
She is.
Right now?
Yeah. This is why when I mentioned in this video that her filming block was done and it was only 9 or 10 days at most.
Yeah.
If she had no days off, it was 9 or 10 days. Like, Judy Greer started before her and ended after her. So yeah, like, yes, it is very much possible that Jamie Lee Curtis pulled that off, right? Like, she could do that. It's not crazy that she did that, but everyone else around her is filming longer than her, and she like.
The thing is, somebody was just like, "Oh, Donald Pleasance only filmed X amount of days on the original Halloween," but how long was he on screen?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, what, 20 minutes?
No, maybe 20 minutes. Does that mean Laurie's only going to...
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Right.
Like, what you were saying is what the point I'm trying to make. Is like, yeah, so is she now Loomis and has 20 minutes of screen time at most? Is she going to die? Is she going to be irrelevant in the plot? Are they going to try to push Allison and fucking whatever her fucking Karen more?
Yeah.
See, that's what I want to know. I wonder if Halloween Killers will expand Michael's story like parts 4 through 6 did.
I hope not.
I don't think we're gonna get any like origin. I think they're better than that. I don't think they're gonna do any origin story. The flashbacks are already a little concerning.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? Like, are those flashbacks showing how he got captured? Which John Carpenter specifically said not to do. In like with 2018.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna do. I don't think so. Why would Lonnie be involved? Like, Lonnie.
Get your ass away from there.
Because, like, if that's the case, dude, I don't understand that at all. Because they said that he just got like picked up after he got shot at the balcony.
Right.
If he ran into Lonnie after that, that means he was up and about still and did some shit. You know.
I mean, Lonnie could just. Maybe Lonnie's literally just in the movie to go to Ray's funeral because they were friends. Friends? Were they friends? Did he say? Or did they just, like...
Isn't he one of the kids?
Lonnie?
No.
Ray.
Yeah. Isn't he one of the kids that was like, come on, Lonnie, go do it?
I don't know.
Isn't that what they're saying with him?
Maybe, but...
I think he's one of the kids.
But I imagine adult Lonnie is going to Ray's funeral.
It would make sense.
That's why he's in Halloween Kills.
Are Tommy and Lindsay married?
God, I hope so, but probably not.
I keep hearing about that rumor that they're married.
I think they're going to waste away that opportunity.
Anthony Michael Hall is wearing a wedding band, which I wanted to talk about in that video when I talked about Anthony Michael Hall. But like I don't know, I didn't want to start a big rumor train. But like Anthony Michael Hall is wearing a wedding band in that photo.
Yeah.
So he's married to somebody, which makes sense. I mean, he's like 51 years old. But is it Lindsay Wallace? How cool would that be?
I doubt it. I think they're going to waste away that opportunity.
I mean, why wouldn't they be thinking that? They're fans like us. It makes sense.
I don't know.
What role is Nancy Stevens going to play? So everyone keeps saying that that Charles Cyphers is going to be a security guard, which, by the way, in my opinion, still doesn't make sense. I still don't fucking get it.
He's old, man.
He's 80 years old. Why would he be a security guard? Why would he retire from being sheriff to go be a fucking security guard at a hospital? Because that's what I keep hearing. He's a security guard at the hospital. But he is still Lee Brackett. Like, let's be clear. It's still Lee Brackett. So he retired from being sheriff, went and worked security at the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital because he was fucking bored, I guess. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he's basically, what's security guard's name in Halloween 2? Oh, Mr. Brackett, isn't it? It's literally Mr. Brackett, isn't it?
What? Is it?
It is, isn't it? Can someone confirm that for me? His name is just Mr. Brackett, I'm pretty sure. So if, like, that's basically who he is he going to die? Is he going to have, like...
Garrett,
son of a bitch. Mr. Garrett.
Mr. Garrett.
It was the T's. T's throw me off, the Ets. So, yeah, like, how do you... Is he just going to be there and die? Is he nothing more than a cameo? That's, like, my big question. Is it nothing more than just a cameo?
God, I hope not.
He's there for nostalgia. Right? This is like somebody remember that dude that said, like, you guys are being negative about it for no reason just because you can be. Like, biggest Halloween fan, like, ever here? Stop. Like, if you can't look at things critically, even the things that you love the dearest, you're living your life wrong, okay? Like, that's a concern that fans really have. Like, are they going to rely on nostalgia to make that film work? So,
I mean,
some nostalgia is fine. Like, give us some Easter eggs that are going to make us happy as OG fans, but won't distract people that aren't OG fans. Like, if you just throw him in there for no reason, it's just going to be awkward.
Right. I hope he has a role. I hope he's not just there for one line and steps away.
Dude, I have no fucking clue where they're going with Halloween Kills.
Right. I mean, we keep seeing more and more of the hospital. And more what looks like is going to take place at the hospital with the security guard, with Anthony Michael Hall. What was he dressed as?
What was he dressed as?
Yeah.
He wasn't wearing anything.
Wasn't he in like a...
Christmas sweater.
It was a Christmas sweater?
Yeah, it's like a snowflake.
Oh, was it?
It's like a blue snowflake sweater.
Oh, the bat.
And a denim jacket and the back. Yeah, the bat. Sorry.
The bat. Like, how much of this is going to take place directly after? Because, like, we saw that still of Lori in the back of the truck that she was in at the end of Halloween 2018.
So he is wearing the winter Christmas type of sweater. So there's one of two reasons you can be doing that. One, it's Christmas. Two, he's doing it for Lori. He's doing it because they don't celebrate Halloween. That's what Karen was doing.
Yep.
They dress up for Christmas on Halloween. Cool. Yep. I really don't think you would do that, by the way. I really don't think that would be a thing. But whatever. Okay.
I don't know. That'd be so random. Like, oh yeah, you know, my family doesn't I don't celebrate Halloween anymore either.
Just don't fucking dress up. Like, it's like you're literally protesting the holiday by putting on that Christmas sweater.
Like, you're making an effort. Like, you're trying to forget about the holiday, but yeah, you're like, oh, it's Halloween. Time to put on my Christmas sweater so I can not remember Halloween.
Yeah, like you're going out of your way. So, like, that's just what you're trying to accomplish is going right against it. You know, I don't know. But, like, on topic of the baseball bat, 3C Films put out a video that apparently he's got some inside guy that's a fan of his channel. I don't really care. Somebody gave him this inside scoop, which I thought was interesting. And I think 3C talked about it really well. So this was some of the rumor. Apparently this dude was on set or has some sort of... He knows where the film's going. And apparently it picks up, of course, like we thought it would, right after the events of Halloween 2018. And then we see Michael in the front yard of the house, like, barely alive, barely breathing, burnt to a crisp. Mask is, like, molded to his face. Clothes are almost burnt off. They take him. They put him in the ambulance. They get him to the hospital, and he's in a... Like, they have to cut off the coveralls, cut off the mask, and he's in, like, a coma. So he's in, like, he's in a coma in the hospital at Haddonfield Memorial.
For, like, 2 years, right?
That's not what this one said. That's another rumor. That's on the wiki page. This one just says it picks up right there. And then we know that Lori and Karen and Allison are going to the hospital because of the behind-the-scenes photos we saw, so we can assume they'd meet there. But so Michael is literally in a gown. He's in a Halloween gown. Mask off. Okay.
The half burnt to his face.
Well, like they took it off.
As much as they could.
I'm sure they got all of it. It can't be that fucking hard. I doubt he has like white spots on his fucking face. So yeah, mask is off. He's in a fucking gown, which by the way, with the Dead by Daylight leaks, it's kind of like suspicious, but I doubt that's what it is. I doubt those relate. I doubt they give him that big of a heads up.
Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know. So, and then there was this guy told 3C that for some reason Michael ends up using a baseball bat, and he gets his hands on a baseball bat after waking back up in the hospital. So in a gown, no mask, using a baseball bat. Michael Myers, our Michael Myers, will be in a gown, no mask, using a baseball bat in this hospital. He didn't believe the rumor about the baseball bat until that photo of Anthony Michael Hall came out using a fucking baseball bat.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Dude, like, I'm sorry, I cannot be the only Halloween fan that's like concerned about that entire thing.
Oh yeah, that's definitely weird.
Like, Michael we see him in a gown, and if I swear to God, one person yells at me, I'm gonna punch him in the fucking mouth. Well, he's in a gown at Smith's Grove, and he escapes. Okay, fine. If Michael is in a gown, mask burnt off or cut off, and he's able to get back in the fucking wardrobe pretty quickly, fine. That's fine. But how? Is Michael really going to get out of this coma, have a face-off in the hospital, go and see, by the way, the Phelps garage truck was seen on set too. Mm-hmm. So either that's for an Easter egg that's going to be in the background, or he's going to get someone else,
kill another mechanic, take his coveralls,
and then go to another store, steal some knives again, and get a mask. And to get a mask, like, because maybe that's why he had such a clean mask. Maybe that wasn't a flashback at all. Right? Maybe it wasn't a flashback at all. Maybe that was just a brand new mask.
They're still selling Shatner masks at the hardware store.
It's not a Shatner mask. I mean, it is, but like,
yeah,
it's its own mask.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think Halloween does need to go in the direction of getting a new mask. I think we need to, as much as I think it'd be cool to see the burnt mask, right? Like, I think it'd be cool. I think we haven't had a clean looking Michael since Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah.
It's been almost 20 years since we've had that OG Michael mask that we all fell in love with in the first place. That is plain white and just no emotion whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it's time to go back to that. But I just don't know how the fuck they're going to go from that hospital, from him being in the gown, no mask, baseball bat, to once again getting coveralls, a new mask, and go back to the Michael that we know and love.
Yeah. That's going to be really tough. And, like, you can't just be like, okay, no more mask. It's part of...
It's who he is,
It's who Michael is. Like, yeah, I mean, the eye's creepy, but, like...
He's no longer the shape. He's just a man.
Right. Exactly. Seeing just the emotionless white face of the mask is what made Michael non-human.
Yeah,
this man is not human.
Yeah, he's the empty space of a human. He's just not there. Like, anything that was human in him is gone, and right. Like, the mask is a representation of that, and it's really key for its subtext.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they're going with it, and like, so once they're all there, like, dude, this whole film's got to take place in the hospital. Like, I seriously think the whole film might take place in the hospital.
Why would, like, that just seems so cheap then, to have Tommy and Lindsay and Lee Brackett show up in Laurie's room. Just be like, hey, just want to check up on you. Bye. That's so cheap.
God, but like, once they're there, and if Michael's literally there, Michael will if these rumors are true, if this guy, who he was calling Loomis, this guy Loomis, if he brought in this news he brought into 3C was true, then, like, how do you have a whole battle inside of the hospital? All of them are there. Michael's there. Laurie's there. Allison's there. Karen's there. Like, how do you have that happen? And they get out. And then we move on and still have another whole plot to the film. A whole other showdown will happen at some point in the film. I really don't get Like there must be some talented writer out there that pulled that shit together. And like the rumors about him being in a coma for 2 years, that could still be maybe he doesn't have any showdown inside of. And why is there a baseball? Why did Anthony Michael Hall bring a baseball bat to the hospital? I just don't fucking get it.
It's just so weird. Like you would think that like, oh yeah, maybe there is some hospital type scenes, but then we flash forward, but that would just be so awkward.
Yeah, like
halfway through an hour into the movie, your entire first act takes place a year or two before your second and third act.
You know, some people bitch. We get comments all the time that are like, hey, you guys look too deep into this. You dig too deep, and then you ruin it for yourselves. I like doing this.
Oh yeah,
even if because when I get in there, doubting them every step of the way that how are you going to pull this off at the hospital and not be just a complete repeat of Halloween 2, and they prove me wrong. I fucking love the movie that much more.
Right,
it's part of our jobs, man, to do this shit.
Like,
so
yeah, and it's fun. We want to be proven wrong, like as much as we'd love to be proven right and be those guys that predicted Halloween Kills. As fans, we want to be proven wrong because we want a dope ass movie, and we just don't understand how it can be dope.
Yeah, I think it can be dope. I think they can do a dope movie in just the hospital. I think they can. Yes, you are risking being too similar to Halloween 2, but the hospital is a scary scene. But now Laurie's on her fucking feet. We saw her literally helping in that behind-the-scenes photo, helping Allison and Karen into the hospital, despite being the one that probably was hurt the most.
Right, and even like at the end of Halloween 2018, where like they're in the back of the truck and we zoom in on the knife. Everyone's getting the impression that Allison is now broken.
Yeah,
and she's fucked up from that
maybe
night.
She gives him the baseball bat.
So maybe Allison is the one stuck in the hospital, mentally stuck in the hospital.
Okay, yeah.
And Laurie's up because she's like, no, he's not dead. I don't know, but she was resting.
That's a thing that wasn't really addressed with 3C's video. When he wakes up and he's in a gown, mask off, baseball bat, when was it? Like, was Michael in a coma for 2 years and she's still mentally instituted in there? Could be.
Definitely could be.
I don't think they'd make her that weak. I really don't.
No, especially because she's supposed to, be the next
she's
generation of Strode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe
they do target mental illness. Actually, that's that scene they cut out where Laurie had the gun to her chin. I think that scene's really powerful. They should have kept it in because that talks a lot about mental illness, and even the strongest of people fight some real shit.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's the path they go down with Allison because clearly they already thought about it before. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really tough. Man, we're gonna get that first trailer and just be blown away. I hope.
Yeah.
It was it was really weird. So the Fine Bros on the React did like college kids react to the top grossing horror movies of all time. And Halloween 2018 was on there. And they played the first trailer we got. And it just brought me back a year, like a year and a half. It brought me back, and then I'm just like, oh, this feels like work watching this trailer because I remember sitting when that trailer dropped and fucking just picking every little piece of it apart. We had a fucking 25-minute video on that trailer.
Listen, fuckers, we're doing it again, boy.
And we will, and I'm excited for that.
How many views our video got?
I'm so excited.
Like both times we did, or three or four times we did trailer, they like 2 of them broke 100,000 views.
Yeah.
You're just as interested as we are, goddammit, so we'll do them again. I think I love doing those.
Yeah, but like we did the reaction where we watched it through, and then we went back.
Yeah, went back and paused, and
paused.
literally found the end of the movie. Yeah. Hopefully, well, there's a risk we do that again, so, but still. Simone asked if we'd rather see the showdown happen outside of the hospital. Oh, would you rather them just show the outside of the hospital and then cut to the next year?
I mean, yeah.
Like, well, at that point, just don't show the fucking hospital. Obviously, they went to the hospital.
Right, but the fact that we saw the truck at the hospital and Laurie in it, from those behind-the-scenes stills.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
why would they be there?
Now I want something to happen in the hospital since they're going to go. But the whole film doesn't even take place there. Just something needs to happen there. It could be quick. But if it was my choice, I think I would just pick up a year later.
Where was Sheriff Brackett? What was his background on that photo? Just a blank wall.
It looks like a brick wall. It looks like it could be the hospital.
I don't know.
I'm sure he's a security guard at the hospital. What else is he possibly doing?
Security guard at the hardware store.
He ain't no what?
What?
he ain't no fucking cop. That's for sure.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't see him being. He definitely ain't the sheriff anymore. Otherwise, we'd already seen him in Halloween 2018.
Right.
I don't know. Don't you think in the first Halloween, if he was a security guard at the hospital, he would have already taken steps upon hearing about Michael's escape? Or like maybe like Laurie would have reached out to him. I don't know. Maybe not. I guess not. They weren't that close or anything. But like Sheriff Brackett was just as involved as Loomis was that whole night, you know?
Yeah.
And then we go into Halloween 2. He lost his fucking daughter to the guy. Like, I feel like that's very personal to him. And hearing about Michael...
I just can't believe we lost, what's his face? Hawkins.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's a shame. He was
Why not leave that door open?
an amazing character in Halloween 2018.
Why would I leave the door open? Listen, it was one thing getting stabbed by Sartain like a big fuck boy he is. All right, but like, why do you have to be run over by the car? Like, that did him in. If that wouldn't have happened, we at least had a door open that he could have been in the hospital too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Then make him a stronger character because he rises back up out of the hospital and is making sure everyone's safe and is willing to go through all that pain and sacrifice to help Laurie out when Michael comes back up from his coma. Missed opportunity. Hawkins was awesome.
Yeah. Wonder if we're going to get more Halloween 3 references.
No.
Like, hey, maybe Brackett was...
Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins talked about how he wanted to make a cameo.
He keeps fucking saying he wants a cameo. Please give him a cameo.
Well, why wouldn't you? First of all, Tom Atkins still looks great.
Tom Atkins, one, looks great. Two, like outside of Halloween, he's an amazing actor still.
Yeah, why not have Tom Atkins in the movie somewhere?
He could be in a fucking bar.
Out of all these fucking people you're having come back. Yeah, just do. Well, I don't know if there's a.
You have Nancy Stevens coming back.
You can't bring. Well, her character's kind of important if you look at Halloween 2 originally. I don't know.
Have him in a bar. Have at the end of the scene, right as we're about to cut, just hear the fucking on the TV in the bar, and he looks up, and then we cut.
If Halloween 3 can show Halloween on the TV, Halloween can show Halloween 3 on the TV. You know. That makes sense? Did what I just say make sense?
Yeah. If J. Jonah Jameson can be played by J.K. Simmons across universes, across franchises, Tom Atkins can be in fucking Halloween 2018. Damn it!
What, dude? It would be so funny if you literally like if they're walking out of the bar, like if Laurie and someone that's relevant in the movie is leaving the bar, and then right when the door opens and they're walking out, you hear the bam, 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 and then like the door closes, the bar door closes, then you just hear like an echo, like a slight distance of, stop it. Just a slight fucking sound coming from inside the bar.
Can we just bring us to the set? We'll happily consult.
Jeez, yeah.
For that scene only.
Yeah, just bring in Tommy, all right?
Just bring in Tom Atkins and we'll be good.
Well, I don't. That in itself was an unintentional podcast.
Yeah.
So at this point, I feel like we'll post this on Make It With Count at some point. So if you're listening to this, hey, that happened.
Yeah.
So that means I should tell you to go to YouTube, subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss a video or stream in the future. Consider becoming a member for as low as $2 a month. Hey, stop it, Siri. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, drop a like on Facebook. Yeah. That was a convenient little podcast. See?
Wow.
Then with that, as always, thank you guys so much for listening. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.